pertaining to what the United States of America has now commented. Now, the USA has denounced controversial comments by two far-right Israeli ministers who have stated that Palestinians should be encouraged to emigrate from Gaza and have called for Jewish settlers to return to the besieged territory. Now, the State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller has in fact stated that Washington rejects recent statements from Israeli ministers advocating for the resettlement of Palestinians outside of Gaza. Now, Mr. Srivastav, this war has been going on for a very long period of time, and even the US, which has staunchly backed Israel for a long period of time, is now calling for logic to be used amidst all of these developments that are taking place in the Middle East, even as death toll mounts. So what do you make of the fresh statements coming in from the White House?
Well, these kind of statements are not acceptable to the United States of America, and I think no other responsible nation of the world will ever accept it because this war is obviously not the war against the people of Gaza. This war is obviously not the war against the people of Palestine. This war is being fought against Hamas, against terrorism, and that must be made clear. And if anything goes beyond this, and if Palestinian and innocent people gets targeted because of this war, I think that is not acceptable. And if certain remarks have been made by Israeli side, then obviously United States of America has rejected it, condemned it, and I think no other country is going to be accepting it. I know this must be very clear that this war, in this war, the people of Gaza must not suffer anymore, and they have suffered already heavily, I would say. And the collateral damages, civilian killings during the bombardments or even during ground operations. There are reports that thousands of people have died, about 20,000 people of Gaza, they have already died, and they have caused and suffered a lot of casualties, a lot of severe humanitarian crisis, which cannot be expressed in words, is prevailing there, and that must be addressed. So the narrative is quite clear that this war is against terrorism, and this must remain against terrorism. This war should not be against people of Gaza. There should not be any migration or any other such moves which further puts the lives of the people of Gaza into any more trouble. And rather the effort must be made to minimize their trouble and address their grievances and the severity of the crisis which they are undergoing through, and that should be the approach. So I think Israel, if they want to continue getting support of the United States of America and international community, then they will have to be very, very careful and cautious while making such comments, and they will have to take a lot of initiative to address the plight of the people of Gaza and how to minimize it. Efforts must be made rather than to make such remarks.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.